with Saturday onwards. Don't miss any class because national income chapter is very important. That unit is for 12 marks, so you know the importance, right? And if you will miss any class, you won't be getting anything in the next class. Okay. Okay, so let's just start. So first of all, in this chapter, what was the first thing? First thing was India, China, and Pakistan have similarities in their development strategies, right? So over here in this chapter, see, there are so many countries, but why we are comparing India, China, and Pakistan? So first thing is that over there, first point is that they got independence somewhere near about, right? And then all these three countries, they somewhere adopted the same strategies for 5-year plan, right? And India and Pakistan, they adopted the similar strategies for the public sector and all that. And plus, till 1980s, all the three countries, they had the similar growth rate as well. They were growing with the same growth rate, and after that, they expanded somewhere. But these are the 4-5 reasons. Because of this, we are only comparing India, China, Pakistan, because they have similarities in their development strategies. Okay, so we'll quickly read it. I'll just give 5 minutes for every topic, and then we'll cover this today only. Okay, read it. And in case you didn't get any line, just tell me, ma'am, explain the second point, third point, whatever it is. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Heba, that's a tricky one. So, from tomorrow onwards, you people know that 5 p.m. IST, I'm going to keep your class, right, for Indian Eco. And over there, we are going to discuss the case studies. We are going to discuss the SSN registration, everything. So, that particular thing is going to be very important for you. So, don't miss this because in the class, we are not discussing SSN registration, right? And even the case studies, we are unable to solve it. And even the previous year question. So from tomorrow onwards, the Friday class, which will be for 5 p.m. IST, you can accordingly check. Okay, we will be doing the thing. So keep it like this. So I am planning to keep it from 5 to 6. So is it okay with you people? 5 to 6? Okay, or what I like, because in 1 hour, I don't think I'll be able to cover so many things. So I'm planning to keep it for 2 hours. So like 4 to 6 is okay with you people?
Ma'am, India turn है.
Yes.
Ma'am, I will check. Ma'am, it will be 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. maybe.
Sorry, Hiba.
Here it will be 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. if it is.
So, are you free? Fridays and off?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll just keep it.
From
Okay. This is for everyone.
6:30 I have accountancy.
You are 3:30 accountancy.
6:30 here. So the timing I
6:30?
have. Yes.
6:30 here you have accountancy.
Saudi timing.
Saudi time. So, Hiba, I'm not getting it. 3:30 or 6:30? Hiba, you are not
Ma'am,
heard.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
1:30 to 3:30 it will be 4 to 6 from India.
Okay. So when you have your accountancy, 3:30,
It will be 4 I think.
4 IST.
Yes.
Okay, 4 IST you have your
Sometimes it is
account.
earlier, ma'am.
Sorry,
Sometimes it is. Uh,
Heba, please type it.
sometimes it might.
Your voice is not clear. Just type it according to Indian time. Okay. Or you can, if you are typing it according to Saudi time, just write KSA or something so that I'll get to know it's KSA or Indian. No. Heba, basically IST is forward. So if it is 6 to 7 KSA, na, then in India it will be as 8 or something. Right?
4 I think
IST
so.
is forward. Right? So you are free. You don't have any problem. Right? Because I'll be keeping it 4 to 6 IST. Or I'll just keep it 5 to 7 IST accordingly. So 5 to 7 IST I will keep it. So yeah. So 6 to 7 IST you will be free till then. Okay. So like it will be somewhere between 2:30 to 4:30 KSA, and I think after that you'll be free. Okay.
Mama will inform you.
Yeah, I just inform me, but I'll just keep it accordingly. Or if I can record that, I'll try to record it, right? So that
Okay,
you can
ma'am.
watch recording, because that's going to be very important. Okay, I think Mariam, you don't have any problem, right? Okay, great. So you people can just quickly read it and then we'll move to the next topic.
Done now.
Okay. Now coming to next one. Basically, this is the historical path which China adopted to for the development. So first of all, over here in China, what happened? All the critical sector were under the government control. Then China introduced this Great Leap Forward, which is GLF. Right. This GLF was basically to promote industrialization, and it was compulsory that if you want to promote industrialization, it is compulsory that you will have a if you are living in the urban area, you will have industry in the backyard, or if you are living in the rural area, then you will have industries in the you will adopt the commune system. Okay, but after sometimes this GLF, they faced the issue that first of all drought came over there, so 30 million people died, and plus Russia, who had a conflict with China. What Russia did, it withdrew its professional who had earlier been sent to China to help the industrialization process, right? And then what third thing the China adopted was Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution, which is basically the student and professional were sent to work and learn from the countryside. Clear? So China was sending the Chinese people to students to other state. There they were learning, and then they were coming back and they were teaching the Chinese people. Okay, so you will quickly read this, then we'll move to the next topic. Then guys,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Okay. Now coming to this one, China's present rapid industrial growth. So over here, initial phase, they were very focused on the agriculture, foreign trade, investment, and all that. But in the later phase, they focus on the industrial sector. Now in industrial sector, basically the private sector, they were allowed to have the private sector, township, village enterprises, they were allowed to have the things and they were allowed to produce good. And at this stage, enterprises owned by the government, they over here, they made to face competition. Government institution and all that, they were ready to face the competition. And over here the reform process also involved dual pricing. Dual pricing means, for example, if you are producing 10 chocolate, out of this 10 chocolate, 6 chocolate you will see sell at a price, and the rest 4 chocolate you can sell according to your. And then plus because of this, what happened, production increase, goods and input they all increase. And in order to attack the foreign investment, special economic zones were established in China, and these led to the development growth in China. Okay, you will quickly read it from here.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Mariam, you are also done. Okay, now let's just do the next one, which is basically the development initiative taken by the Pakistan. So first of all, Pakistan followed the mixed economy, and over there it followed the regulated policy framework, which is like you will be controlling everything, right? Industry won't be there, and they will be controlling the import, export, everything. Then after this, green revolution was done over there. Plus the nationalization was us. Nationalization was basically that everything will be controlling. Government will be controlling it, right? In 1917s, but in late 1917 and 80s, what happened? They removed this policy of nationalization, and over there they supported the private sector, and plus government started giving initiative to the private incentive to the private sector that okay, if you will create this, we will help you. Plus economic reform were initiated in the country. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. After this, now we are going to do the demographic indicators, which are very important. Population over here, you can see China's population is highest, and then India, and then Pakistan. Density, India is the highest, then Pakistan, then China. In China, why it is lowest? Because it is like over here, China is geographically a bigger area, so that's why the density is also less. Annual growth rate, India, Pakistan, it is high than India than China. Why it is low? Because China adopted one child policy norm, where like it was only the like you were only allowed to have one baby, and after that sex ratio also, because of this people were preferring the male child, right? Therefore, the sex ratio was again disturbed in China. Fertility rate, it was very much low, right, in China, and very high in Pakistan. And urbanization very high in China and low in India. Okay. So this was the demographic indicators. We will quickly read it out.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. After this, the GDP growth rate in India, China, and Pakistan. So this is China has the second largest GDP over here, right? Then India has this and Pakistan has this. So over here, what happened in earlier time, China was way forward. It had the double digit growth, right? But in Pakistan, it was not a double digit growth. It was a single digit. And comparing to 2011 and 15, over there it reduced, right? So it led to the decrease in growth rate of GDP. So I'll quickly read it down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now next one, these are the sectoral contribution, right? So share of agriculture over here, China is contributing to 9% in 2000, but India was 17%. You can see India is contributing more. And as comparing manufacturing and service sector, all the three economies, industry and service sector, more in its output, right? So over here, China manufacturing is this, Pakistan this, and India this, right? And over here, the contribution to industries in GDP is at 30% in India and 21% in India. So over here, you can say agriculture, Pakistan is focusing, then China. Industry, China is at highest, even in service sector, China and Pakistan is higher, right? So you can compare this, that, okay, this is the trend going on with India, China, and Pakistan.